Hey guys, this is Laurel. Oh, excuse me. Or Rel with the dabbling hook. How are you? It's Sunday, the 2nd of May. Sorry. As usual, I'm surrounded by stuff. So if you hear noises, that's me kicking something, and hopefully I don't kick what you guys are sitting on. I bought a new cart and I need to find somewhere to put it because it's supposed to, again, help me organize, and I'm trying not to just buy stuff to organize rather than actual organizing, but I have things on the floor that I need off the floor. So I found this really cute cart at where did I go? Marshall's. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and welcome back to all you guys who stick it out with me. I was just gonna say I'm gonna try to make this short, but my brain's not functioning, so we're just gonna go with it, okay? And I'm failing at looking at the zoom or the lens instead of the, you know, the little screen, so it is what it is. All right, what are we talking about? If I can find where I put my notes. Pardon me. Let's start off with acquisitions. There were acquisitions, but they were sort of unintentional acquisitions, but I bought it for unintentional because it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I didn't really need it. It's not helping with my clearing out, but I bought some mandala ombre because it's mandala ombre and it's becoming, you know, one of my favorite yarns because I love the feel of it, I love the look of it, I love the color combinations, but I need to stop buying. But I bought these for Setta's Cal for May. Now, I try my best to use what I have in stock. Loud car just went by, I don't know how loud that was. I try to use what's in stash, and I did pretty well last year with the hats. So far I've been doing well with the cowls, but in all fairness and all honesty, I didn't really look yet in my stash. I was at Walmart and, you know, gotta go down the yarn aisle, and I went down the yarn aisle, so that's my confession. I didn't need to. I haven't looked in my stash. I just bought yarn because I liked the way April's came out, and it was a couple of mandala ombres, and I'll show you in a bit, and I figured I'd try again with the mandala ombres. So I bought 3, and I didn't need to buy 3, but I bought 3 in hopes to piece them together because I see elements of the color theme for May in each of these, and I'm going to try to put it together. I haven't even decided what pattern I'm going to use yet, or if I'm just going to wing one. It'll probably be one of my patterns anyway, but that's my confession for acquisitions. In the cart, I'll put up a picture of what the cart looks like because I think it's cute. I wasn't looking for it. I actually went there looking for an area rug, and you know, walk around the store. And I'm also trying to organize an area upstairs, and I have a little space behind a door, and I'm trying to find something that would fit just in there because I live in a really old house. It was built in 1900. It's very old. Ceilings are low, storage is almost non-existent, so I have to make do. So I was looking for something to utilize that space, and even though I went looking for the area rug, I walked in the what would you call that section? The accessories, the home accessories area, and I happened to run into a cart, so, and it's perfect. So here's the picture of what it looks like, and no regrets because I love it. Even hubby looked at it and go like, oh, and he shaked his head. So anyway, it's just an effort to bring things off the floor, and hopefully I'm going to try really hard not to just dump things on it. It has a purpose. Right now it has, if I remember, I'll take a picture and insert it in here. Probably I'll forget by the time I'm editing, but it has all that yarn that I bought at Michael's last time, the Waterford Big. They're all in the bottom rack. The second rack has the yarn that I dyed that I was hoping at one point to, not hoping at one point, I will at one point use it in some kind of garment. They're all number 5 bulky yarn, so they're on the second shelf, as well as, oh, I hope, I'm trying to pull this out and hope I don't knock you over. So I have this bag I bought from Randy's Random Rambling, Random Randy's Ramblings, that's what it is. 3 R's, R squared, R cubed. Anyway, I bought this bag from her 2 years ago, and in it is housing yarn that I bought from Crafty when they were dissolving the first time around. And they are gorgeous yarns. Is it when they were dissolving? Is it when they went to Blueprint or when Blueprint was dissolving? I can't remember, but I bought from them. And it's a bunch of, what is this? London tweed, and oh, there's this. I forgot I bought this. Come on. Mohair. Well, not really mohair. It's silk and alpaca, but mimics mohair. Oh, color is just divine. And I was planning on putting it with this yarn, but I don't know. I was also thinking of putting it with this, because what mohair does is it tempers colors really well. Come on, focus. I think it might be trying to focus on this. I don't know. And you see I'm still struggling with the focusing. I have to find a YouTube video, because you know everything's on YouTube, of how to fix it. But it's a whole bunch of tweedy and non-tweedy yarns in here. But then digging in the bag, I found that this is in black and white, but I found this pattern that drew me, and I printed it out right away. I don't normally print out patterns. It's called Mindfulness, and it's done in Malabrigo Machita. And I believe that's a fingering weight yarn, because it calls for a 3.5 millimeter E-hook. So it's skinny yarns, but you don't have to use skinny yarns. You can do whatever you want. So I'm going to use this yarn, which I think is supposed to be a number 3, but this one is more of a number 4 feel to it. The yellow one is more of a number 3. But anyway, this is what it looks like in black and white. I forget what the colors were. I think it was called like burnt orange or something. Hold on. Dried orange. So that's the dark colorways. Dried orange. And the white is actually called natural. So it's not white. It's probably like an off-white bone kind of color. So 1 skein of dried orange and 2 skeins of the natural. So the white area, you would need 2 skeins. So I can use this and figure something out with it, but I really want to make this, and I forgot that I really wanted to make this because I printed the pattern, because when I print the pattern I really want to make it because it caught my eye. And I believe this was off Ravelry. The pattern is by, it's a Malabrigo pattern. It doesn't have the actual, designed by Elena Fedotova. That name is very familiar. I'm pretty sure she does a lot of shawls. Ooh, by the way, the inside of the bag is, it's a gingerbread outside and the inside is this Christmassy colorway. So, yep. So that's under there in the cart. And man, have I gone on for 9 minutes already. Top of the cart just has stuff that I'm going to talk about today. So those were things that were on the floor that are now off the floor, and I'm hoping to get a couple more things off, and then that area of my floor will be yarnless, more or less. Alright, so that was my acquisitions. Before, actually, what do I want to do that? Not yet. I'll talk about whips. So my sweater, my cardigan, got no love. I was in Boston last week, and I took the cardigan with me. I took other whip I'll show you. Baby blanket I have to make because the baby shower I think is at the end of this month. I think May 24th is in my head, but it may be. The baby's due in June. I don't remember. But I need to go get going on the sweater, on the baby blanket. So I took that with me to work on it, and I did get some ways into it. I didn't get a chance to work on the cardigan at all. I pretty much worked on the blanket until I ran out of yarn, and then I made one other thing, small thing. So that's that. So what I did work on, oh, what did I do with it? One second. Oh, there we go. So remember the Knit Picks yarn that I showed that I bought for, I bought Brava as well as the Brava Speckle. And I will put in, I think I did a little video. If I did, I'll put it in here, or I may have put it in the beginning. So, but basically I couldn't decide what pattern to use. That's one of my problems when I decide. I don't like making blankets, and when I do make one, I take forever to pick a pattern, and then I end up defaulting to a granny square or a corner to corner, and I didn't want to go that way this time. So, and thank you to a few people did recommend a few patterns to try, but my Google memories came up, my photo memories came up, and it showed, happened to show a Sunburst Granny square that I did a few years back for a work colleague who was having his first. And I'm like, oh, I can do that, because that one wasn't so bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Me and blankets, but then have to do, when I do squares, I like to do join as you go. And to do that, you really just randomly do stuff. You don't really have, unless I don't like to make all the squares and then join them. I like to make a square and join, make another square and basically join as I'm going. This time, because of the speckle and the yarn, I wanted to plan it out a little more. Shouldn't have done that. But I did a little planning. I'll show up a little picture of what I did. So I made squares, and then I made a grid based on the previous blanket I made of how many I used. I think I did 6 by 8. So I planned them out with the solid colors and the speckle. And then I made all the squares, and I'm like, what was I thinking to make all of those and have to go in and, okay, so resolve myself for that. So basically I did, most of the centers are, I used the yellow, which is called Custard. Come on, I know you take a while to focus. Come on, work with me. Oh. Hello. No? Nah. There you go. Oh, I gotta get closer. That's it. So, Custard. I used that. There was a pink called, I forget what it's called. And those were the two solid colors, and white. And I used the Custard as the main center. And then I just made different squares with, there was the cherry speckle, or the cherry something speckle, and the rosebud speckle, which were very close color-wise, but the cherry speckle had a pink base and the rosebud had more of an off-white base. So basically I had a lot of combinations of them, you know, solid and speckled mix. And that graphic I put up, ooh, hello, the graphic I put up, obviously the colors aren't as subtle as these, but I was using Excel and using the colors in there to get an idea of what I want to put where. So I started, I basically used the white as the border, and that's what I'm going to use to join it, but I ran out. I got to my three double crochets in the last chain 2 space, and I barely had enough. I didn't have enough to make the chain 2 and join, so lost the yarn chicken there, but that was the whole skein. But what I ended up with so far, ooh, I don't want to snag. Oh, and it's in my springy floral bag, which I love this fabric. Oh, come on, don't get hooked. So I've started joining. I am on the 3rd row of 6. Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty. I wasn't looking at it fully before, but, and this probably isn't. So this is kind of where I am. This hole is one that's flapped backwards, but that's where I am. There's I wouldn't say a pattern, but there's an organized grid of how I'm going. So I am doing all the rows 6 across with that, and then I'll have to join them the other way. So I'm using the slip stitch zigzag way of joining. I like it. It's got a little bit of decorativeness to it. Let's see if I can show. It's in white, so it may not show up. Oh yeah, there you go. It's got a little bit of decorativeness to it, even though it's raised, but it's pretty. It's almost dainty looking. So I've got 3 rows joined together so far, and I ran out of, obviously, of the white because I only brought 1 skein with me. I brought 1 skein of the custard, 1 skein of pink, 1 of white, and then each of the speckles. So obviously it's overflowing this bag, but I hopefully want to work some more on it this week to get going, because then I'm going to have to put a border on it as well. Maybe I'll put in a picture of the blue one I did like a few years back. And I might use that border again because I liked it. I followed somebody, I want to say maybe it was Claudette Crochet for her border, or maybe it was Hooked by Robin. I'm going to have to find it. I'm pretty sure I saved it. But I like that border. I think it was a linen stitch border. But, so, that's that whip. Okay, I guess I've been talking for 24 plus minutes. Yeah, this camera shuts off at like 24.3 minutes or something. Anyway, my socks, I added maybe 3 or 4 rows to the foot. I'm trying to get a little further before obviously I'm gonna rip this back, so I don't need to go the full length of the foot, but I want to go a little further so that, you know, it doesn't look odd when I try the toe. But I just added a few rows to that. That was like a late night easy. What else did I do? Oh, to go along with the blanket, since I've used up the speckle in all the squares, I need to save some for the border. But again, these were the speckles that I used in there. This is Rosebud, Cherry, and just Peachy. And you can see these are very similar, this and that, but this is more the off-white base and this is a pink base. So that's that. So I started to go with it a knit hat, because that's what I had done with the one that I did before. I made a knit hat to go with the crochet blanket. So I just started, and I'm doing it on a 12-inch 12-inch circular needles, and it's been a while since I've used that, so it's getting used to. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing the brim on a 3.75 millimeter, and then I'm going to switch to a longer 4 millimeter for the body, because I don't think I can do the whole thing in this 12-inch. So I think those are all my whips. All right, next I'm going to talk about, I got Happy Mail, and oh, so for my before I talk about the Happy Mail, for my cardigan I'm working on, I had mentioned that I didn't think I would have enough for the sleeves because I didn't buy enough of that colorway, and a few of you guys jumped right in and offered to look for or send me, and thank you so very much. I did accept one person, or the first person who contacted me. Thank you, Doreen. I received your package. Thank you so very much, and I have them there. I'm hoping at the end of this week to at least put a few rows, because I want to work on the baby blanket first to make sure I get it done in time, but I have the yarn, so thank you. But also from my Happy Mail I got from Miss Angela Wilson, Ruby Baby, and I picked it up on Friday, and I wasn't expecting anything to mail, so when I got notification I had a package, I'm looking at Amazon, and I'm looking through my credit card. I'm like, I know I didn't order anything, so I wasn't expecting anything. And then as soon as I pull the package out, I'm like, no, she didn't. And I thought she was sending me yarn. She didn't. But she sent me a package of goodies, and I was quite blown away, taken by surprise, and then quite blown away. So hopefully if you feel a little bumping, that's just me, because... So there was a card. I opened it on Friday when I picked it up, and I totally didn't even look at the card. So I had filmed a little video Saturday before I was going to Boston. I was hoping to do a video and include it, but I didn't get a chance. So instead of putting in that video, I will show you guys. But I didn't read the card till Saturday, basically, instead of Friday. So she sent me a cute little card and private message. But in the card, I mean, in the packet was, she sent me one of her favorite hooks, her Prim hook. And it's a 10mm, whoops, it just fell, I won't bend. 10mm, and hopefully, you know, I don't know what craft fair is going to look like, but if I have to do any crocheting, oh, still hot, it'll come in handy. I'll give it a try there. Then, I forget what I was going to say. But anyway, what else was in there? She sent me crochet friends for best friends. Are they not? And it's in my colors. Love it. Now, I don't have a dedicated wall. Well, I can put it on a wall space, but I wanted it somewhere where you would see it when I do videos. So I may try to figure out a way to put it on that door, but then it's so far away you won't see it. So I don't know, but I'll find a place to put it where at least I will see it. All right, what else was in there? I got a water bottle that says no skein, no gain. You probably can't read that, but now this water bottle will obviously come in handy, but it won't get taken because, you know, it's yarn related, so at least they will leave it alone. The other thing in there, I got my very own. Now I know she's doing this her little applique of the melanated head that she's doing, and she's putting it on tote bags, but I got, look, and look, there are my colors, and look, she's giving you the eye. She's got her eye on you. Her other eye's under there, but you know, she's keeping an eye on you. She even got like the gold color earrings, and all of this is like, oh, totally my colors. Down here it's got sparkles in here, but yeah, little pouch. And then she's got her her card as the hang tag. Oh, too much in there. Sorry, not sorry for the crinkling. She sent me some what do you call it? Cork fabric. Are we getting close? Cork fabric. Yep. You'll see what I did with that in a little bit. So yeah, sent that to me, and it's already been cut into. You probably didn't see that. The other thing that was in there, I'll pop in a picture because the bag is here and it's full of stuff. She sent me a big bag, which is now going to be my travel bag for all my yarn stuff. But the bag, you'll see in the picture, it says, my doctor says I need glasses, and the glasses are glasses of wine. And I mean, even this, she said, the lips is, you know, wine color because I like my glass, my Merlot. So that was the bag, and it's big enough that I can put all my yarn stuff, because I used to have like maybe 1 or 2 bags that I took to Boston with me with all my stuff. So now everything fits in there, so it's perfect. And last but not least and best, she sent me some fabric. Ouch, just banged my hand. Ready? Look. How do you make a granny square bag without crocheting? Look at that. It's already been cut into. You can tell. What can I say? What can I say? Thank you. Oh, definitely, I'm going to make myself a bag out of that, and if there's any usable left over, I'll put something in the shop. But first and foremost, I need to make myself a bag. I want to say that I'm going to do a zipper bag. Yeah, I have enough drawstring bags. I'm going to make myself a zipper bag. Oh, thank you, Angie. You went above and beyond. You so didn't have to. So, in order to say thank you, I am the worst. I'm a horrible gift giver in that, like, when I watch other people, and I'm not comparing or anything, but when I watch other people giving gifts, they have so many little things in there. My brain is super practical. It's like what you need and just the things that you need. And it's only afterwards I think of all the little things after like a package has been gone, but it's kind of just where my brain is. But I'm like the worst package giver. And also when I receive a gift, I'm always a little anxious getting a gift. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have, you didn't need to. And so I made her something just to calm myself. I made her something. So I'll pop in a picture of what I made her just to say thank you. And I think, you know, I had to share it back out. You just had to. So thank you again. I really appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? 9 minutes. Okay. I want to make sure I don't get cut off again. So I need to stop before 24 minutes. All right. Finish items. Where's my notes? Finish items. Finish items. Where are we doing? Oh, hang on. Hopefully not too. First one. April calendar cal for Seta, and I'll hopefully put in a picture as well too. Actually, I may make that my my thumbnail. But this is what I made for the calendar cal. I think I took the colors very literal, but this just worked out. This is one of the purple areas, one of the mandala ombres I bought last week or the last video, and I think obviously it was meant to be that I bought that, right? Because it worked out perfectly. And this is the rest of a serene mandala ombre cake that I had, and it was meant to be. This pattern is my Deandra cowl, and that is in my Etsy and Ravelry store, link below. But yeah, love it. Love the mandala ombre, and the colors just worked out. Like I said, buying it was just meant to be. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The other things that I made a couple of bags. I needed to clear my head because not last week, I was in Boston. The week before, work-wise, was just, you know, it was work. So I made a couple of bags. I've had Wonder Woman fabric there, you know, you get the fat quarter at Walmart. That's where I got it. And it's just sitting there, and I have a few. I'm always looking for that perfect fitting jeans pants, and I had a few there, and I was moving things around and I found jeans, and I'm like, when did I buy all this? I even found the same pair of jeans that I bought twice. So what I did is I have trouble finding shorts the way I like them. You might hear noise because Father Minion and Minion 2 just came back from walking, you know, the pooch, so they'll be coming in soon. But I have trouble finding jeans in the right length and stuff, so what I did, I just cut the jeans pants because I like the jeans, but I had multiple of the same, and some of them didn't quite, they were skinny and not skinny, blah blah blah, so I cut them. I have jeans now for summer, but I didn't waste the bottom parts, so I made a couple of Wonder Woman pouches. Now, I was trying this new method called the Butler method. It's a way of installing the zipper, and I think I succeeded more or less with this one. Basically, you're adding the tab. No. One of these days, I'll get this right. Anyway, added a tab. Oh, there you go. Added a tab, and then the way you do the zipper here, you have to bend it in a way. But anyway, this one, it was okay as well, but I was trying, normally when you do the top stitch, you top stitch the outer and the lining. There's another Solak. There's another sewer that I follow, and she just does the top stitch on the outer layer, and my first thought was always, well, part of the reason you're doing this top stitch is decorative, and it's also to keep that lining from getting caught in the zipper, and that's exactly what happened. It gets snagged on it, so I try to go back in and use fabric glue to tack the lining down, and the fabric glue kind of seep through, so it's a little bit ruined. Come on. No? Oh, you worked before. Is it my hands? You don't like my hands? No. I'll figure it out. Bear with me. But anyway, here you can vaguely see there's a little bit of the fabric glue that's showing. Quite upsetting. But anyway, it's keeping the zipper from getting caught, but now I can see the fabric glue. But I won't be doing that again. I'll be top stitching through both layers. But yeah, saved denim, and they were hardly used denim, so it's still looking quite new. Wonder Woman fabric. This one's a little smaller because it's what I had left of the fabric, but there's that. And the other bag I made, this fabric I've had for quite a while, and I also used some of the denim there too. But I'm pretty sure I bought it at Hobby Lobby ages ago. But it's just a pink fabric with gold polka dots on it, and then the bottom has the denim. And inside, I put denim pocket, but on the inside of the pocket, I have some of the pink fabric. So, yep. And then the lining is just some sparkly gold stars, all coordinating. So yeah, that was my mental break, and I got to sew 3 bags, along with the one I did for Angie was rushed. It was done that night I got the fabric. Stayed up a little late doing it. All right. Okay, 10 more minutes before I get shut off. What else did I do? Octos. Last time I showed some mini octos, and one has disappeared. But I made a couple of other mini rattles. So they're tiny ones. There's that. And then that's one I made in Boston. Look at that. I do like the big eyes. It just makes it so cuter. Added a little bow to it. And the pink in the bow is from the speckle yarn. And I added a little to her lips. So yeah. I think that's that. I'm having tea today because I don't have wine. I brought it with me to Boston. I forgot to bring it back with me. So, obviously I'm not that much of a wino because I didn't drink all of it while I was in Boston. So, it's the second pass of my tea, so it's more diluted. But yeah, that is where I am for now. Working on the, I don't know if I'll have anything to, well, that shut off sooner than 20 minutes, 24 minutes. Interesting. And I cleared out the memory card. There's nothing on the memory card before that. Interesting. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't know if I will have anything substantial to make a video next time because I'm just working on the blanket, trying to get that done, and hoping to put a few, at least to get most of a sleeve done on the cardigan this week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And that's it. I'm trying not to do too much. I've been taking every other day off from Instagram just to recenter my brain and not always be on there scrolling and wasting time, because once you get on there you scroll, you know how it is. So I'm taking time off doing that every other day, and also not rushing myself to do something just to have something to post. Yeah, kind of takes the fun out of it sometimes. So anyway, that is all for now. I will talk to you guys hopefully. Oh, hold the horses, hold the phone. I knew I had another finish in the bag, and maybe one of the octos is in there. Hold on, sorry, noise. Sorry, not noise. Octos. I do have a couple that have no face because I tried them in cotton, and this is the one from Walmart. And of course you're not gonna focus because how close do you want me to get? That close. Yeah, this is the stripy yarn from Walmart. Peaches and cream. No face. rattles. And I had shown the Amineko that I was working on. So I was using the retro stripes, and I didn't want a lot of the blue and the green in there. So this is what's left of the blue and the green from the retro stripes, because I took out the pinks and the yellows and stuff out of there. What was I saying? So I was working on it on a, was it a 2.75 millimeter? And then the 2.5 millimeter, they're both the same color. Usually all the clovers are different colors for the sizes. Those two are the same colors. And I mixed them up. So you will see that little Miss Amineko got her her head size a little shrunken. I just kept thinking Beetlejuice. Her head's a little small. Look how big the ears are. But you can tell that I mixed up the hooks. But this is how she turned out. I left her with all the pinks and the golds and the orangey colors from the retro stripes. Latte'd. She's got some latte on the ears. Her snout is latte. And the nose came out like a heart, because I was trying to do the nose shape and I messed up, and I'm like, oh, it looks like a heart. So I just went that way. I went with it. Gave her a flower. So yeah. This is Miss Amineko with the little head. So now, I'm having Columbo moments. Hang on, bending. I bought some stuff from Miss Crafty Nomad. Let's see if I can find them all. She was doing some, she had a live where she showed some keychains, the resin keychains that she was doing. And I'm not going to show all of them, but this is her packaging that she does. So she's got the head and then her card on there. But this is one of the ones, and I bought them all. But look at that. Isn't it beautiful? So you get the head, and then she adds some little extras with it. So there's this one, and then, hold on. This one came right out, but, oh, here we go. I was able to pull it out. This is, I like this shape. Look at her. It comes with little extras. But yeah. So there are two others that I bought, but I won't take them out. So, oh, pardon the head. Now I'm done. Sort of. I found the other one. I found her. How close do you want me to get? There you go. She's got a bow. So yeah. Now I'm done. I think. No more Columbo moments. Okay. Before this cuts off on me again at what it seems like 20 minutes instead of 24 now, I'm going to bid you adieu. I'm going to go reheat my tea and continue with the organization. Thank you for spending some time with me, for visiting, and something I almost never do, but like, subscribe, do all that kind of jazz, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.